Hey guys, it's Bitcoin Schmitcoin here with another update for Bitcoin Magazine's Bitcoin analysis. We'll be looking at the weekly time frame, skipping the daily time frame, and going straight to the 4-hour and the 60-minute today. I just wanted to focus on the weekly time frame, just so you can keep an eye out for this red bar that will be scrolling through as we dive deeper into the lower time frames. So far, nothing's really changed. We're still kind of sussing out whether or not the macro level is going to find this as support. And when we look at the 4-hour time frame, we see quite a few levels that I mentioned in the video update from earlier this week. So most relevant is this level right here, and we are currently finding support on it. I mentioned that if we do manage to find support, well, then we can expect a rally up to this weekly level, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Currently, it's finding resistance, but keep in mind that this has been a strong level. It's been tested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now we're on our 8th time testing this thing. So I wouldn't expect it just to go in one crack. So, just because we're currently rejecting it doesn't mean we are immediately bearish. Something else to note too is this purple band that I have outlined on my chart here. This guy right here is, in my opinion, quite a big deal. If we look back at our previous market structure from a few weeks ago, we see that we're actually testing this thing's support for the 3rd time, this being the 1st, the 2nd, and now we're on our 3rd. And the fact that we have reclaimed it as support for the 3rd time is quite a statement. Not only that, but we can see throughout the life of this trading range, the trading range being this whole thing here, we can see that total supply has been consolidating. So it leaves one to argue that, we're seeing our 3rd support test. It's on lower volume. We're claiming it as support. It was a failure to be resistance. This is quite bullish. If we maintain this support here, I fully expect to see a grinding test of this weekly band, this weekly level that I outlined earlier on in the video. The kind of price action I'm keeping an eye out for specifically is going to be this sort of change of character that I've mentioned in several of my other videos, where the market will kind of snake upward like this. When we look at the 60-minute time frame, we get a little bit more resolution, and we can see that although we did get a little rejection, we came back down and once again found support on our purple region. Something that's going to make me feel even more confident in my bullish perspective is I want to see this come up and just sort of grind and grind and grind. What I don't want to see is an impulsive move up, maybe retest this level that rejected us previously and then move down. That's not really something that I want to see this late in the life of our trading range. What I really want to see is a grinding move upward, because that is a good indication that supply has been absorbed and the market is ready to move up to its next level. Maybe we see if we do end up snaking up to this level, we pop a strong high. That's different. But from here, I would not really want to see a strong impulsive move. If we do see an impulsive move and it clears new highs or something, I'm just giving a hypothetical situation. That's a different sort of situation. But what I don't want to see is an impulsive move to this level and then a rejection. That most likely is a sign of weak demand in the market, and it could be a sign that larger bearish interests are seeking liquidity. Something else to note too is within our hourly perspective, we see this really nice supply and demand channel. Here's the supply test, here's the demand test, and something that's very characteristic of supply and demand channels is we often see an overthrow to the bottom side before we see a rally to the upside. And that's exactly what we see here. So we see this strong overthrow. We saw a retest here and a failure to push new lows, and the market just rallied right off of this. If you're into Wyckoff theory, this is a textbook accumulation trading range, and within the hourly time frame, we are currently seeing an hourly markup, which could have us doing the grinding action that I really want to see. But so far, the things that we need to keep an eye out for is this. I really don't want to see at this point in our trading range. I really don't want to see this purple level get given up one more time. If this purple level gives up and we fail to hold this, I think the next logical destination is going to be this weekly level here. But as long as this guy supports, this immediate support level holds, I think we're in for a bullish continuation, honestly. So yeah, keep an eye out for this purple level, keep an eye out for this interaction with the weekly level, and as long as we get this grinding motion, or maybe even a pop above and hold support here, well then that's bullish, quite clearly, right? But if we move up and we get rejected and we fail to hold this, well then keep an eye out for this level here, because that's a sign that strong supply is still present in the market.